Okay, so based on my philosophy, I'm going to say it looks like we can go on VR. I might be wrong, but I'm assuming I'm right. Let's go. Yes, yes, I am used to be. Yes, please. No, why does it keep doing this shit? There we are.
Alright, bro. Wait. No. Alright.
It's Black History Month, so where better to come on day to explore in London's neighbourhoods than here,
at Brixton.
Brixton's got such a history. It was actually part of Surrey until the early 1800s. Back then this was just countryside and windmills. Then in the second half of the 19th century, the railways arrived and the whole area exploded in size, just like the rest of London.
And here's a pretty cool fact. This was the first street ever to be lit by electric lamplight in 1880. It's now known as Electric Avenue.
You might actually be thinking about the song by Eddie Grant at this point, and it is about this place, inspired by the riots here in 1981 and the energy of this neighbourhood.
And that energy has deep roots. In the 1940s and 50s, many of the Windrush generation made Brixton their home.
A community was built that still shapes this area today. Windrush Square was named in their honour. It's a space that remembers those who helped rebuild Britain after the war and those who fought in it too. There's even a memorial here to black soldiers who lost their lives, and just behind me, the Black Cultural Archives.
Have you ever been asked to explain your browser history at the Genius Bar? My MacBook had been acting strange for weeks, randomly shutting down and overheating. I finally made an appointment at the Apple Store, thinking it would be a simple fix. The Genius Bar tech, a young guy named Dimitri with thick-rimmed glasses, ran some diagnostics while I stood there nervously. "Your system is completely corrupted," he said, frowning at his screen. "I need to do a deep scan to find the issue." I nodded, not thinking much of it until his expression changed. "Sir, can you explain why you have 47 tabs of medieval bread recipes open?" I felt my face flush. "I'm writing a historical novel," I said quickly. He raised an eyebrow but continued scrolling. "And the 23 YouTube videos about how to survive quicksand?" "Research," I mumbled. "Very specific research." "What about this search history?" He turned the screen toward me. "Can geese remember faces? How to apologize to a goose? Goose attack survival tips? Do geese hold grudges?" All from the same day, all at 3 a.m. The other customers were starting to look over. "There was an incident at the park," I said quietly. "I accidentally kicked a goose's egg while jogging. It's been following me for 3 weeks." Dimitri's fingers kept scrolling. "Why do you have 14 different articles about whether hot dogs are sandwiches bookmarked?" Before I could answer, he continued, "And this folder labeled emergency memes, that's 32 gigabytes? Those are medicinal," I protested. "For bad days." He clicked into another folder. "Sir, you have over 3,000 screenshots of recipes you'll never make." That one hurt because it was true. "And why is there a document called Arguments I Won in the Shower that's 247 pages long?" An elderly woman next to us was openly staring now. Dimitri wasn't done. "You've visited the Wikipedia page for Danny DeVito 73 times this month. You have a Pinterest board called Bathrooms I'll Never Afford. There's a playlist titled Songs to Pretend I'm in a Movie While Grocery Shopping with 400 tracks. Everyone does that last one," I said defensively. The woman next to me nodded in agreement. "You've calculated how many hamsters it would take to..."
The day has finally come. I'm picking up my Honda Jazz from its rust repairing treatment at Carnaby Motors, and they've mentioned that they've done a few extra bits and bobs to the car that should make it a bit more enjoyable from a driving position and as a passenger as well for Amy. Let's have a look. It's exactly what I hoped for. Just look at it. And the best bit? Discreetly tucked away in the engine bay, a K20A from a Civic Type R with a paint-matched rocker cover. Holy moly! I just want to take a moment to look back almost a year ago when I brought the Jazz in for the first time. It was an absolute rust bucket, but I was determined to save it. Scraping away detritus, grinding off seized nuts, and chipping away at filler, the tireless hours of work from Carnaby Motors have evolved the Jazz into a showstopper. The underside is so clean, I would eat my dinner off it, if it was the other way up. The concealed exhaust highlights what I wanted to achieve with the car. To maintain the Jazz's docile appearance, but underneath have a setup that could embarrass Golf GTI owners at the lights. And that ethos is carried over to the interior too, with the Jazz shifter, centre console, but with a Type R knob. Now let's fire her up. This is honestly a dream come true.
Rare photos that will blow your mind. A man found the work glove he was wearing when he cut part of his finger off. This person started to lose the first joint crease on their ring finger after being splinted for 7 weeks. Either the person who made this elevator can't count, or there are more unlucky numbers than we thought. Sword handle made from human femur. A man lit a firework that failed to launch but didn't fail to detonate. This church sign has two very different meanings depending on where the space is. A Jordanian citizen takes a photo with Iranian missiles raining down in the background. Mushroom cloud over Nagasaki, August 9, 1945. James Scott, a 23-year-old Illinois man, was convicted in 1994 for intentionally causing a catastrophe and sentenced to life imprisonment for his role in causing some of the flooding across the river from Quincy, Illinois. This old house in Germany that has a different number of floors on the left and right side. These are the beauty pageant winners in 1922. This is the same horse 5 years apart. Gray Percherons are born black and slowly turn gray. Very long escalator at the subway station in China. This unused casket left outside for trash pickup? A very old pair of jeans, dated to 1873 and rescued from a Nevada mine, fetched $100,000 at auction. A woman used 13,000 pennies to renovate an old floor. Ukrainian soldier before and after 3 years of Russian captivity. This incredibly large Allen wrench. A gym used to be a church. The last words of the pilot of TransAsia Flight 235 were, "Wow," pulled back the wrong side throttle. 39 of the 58 people died. Antique bear automaton whose fur was destroyed by an infestation of moths. A man found a chip almost as big as his hand. This palm tree fell over and curved right back up. An advanced body modification that turned skin into a permanent mohawk. A tree growing on the branch of another tree. This restaurant's menu has mostly random cent digits. A man found this comically small frog on his truck. This is what the inside of a quarter looks like. A Roman mosaic discovered in Turkey that was so well made, it preserved the wave of an earthquake without breaking the pattern. Japanese samurai armor from the 18th century. A man found a 20-year-old banana in his coat pocket. Newborn pandas are as tiny as kittens. In memory of his mother, a boy tattooed this. These are the sound waves from her last voicemail that she sent to him. Ted Bundy leaves his mark in the courtroom. Chessboard for 3 players. How pregnant pigs are kept in modern farms. Kukur Tihar is a festival in Nepal where dogs are worshipped and thanked for their loyalty. A canoe parked in a parking garage. The moment Bill Clinton heard the news of the assassination of Yitzhak Rabin, 1995. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more content. rare photos that will blow your mind.
Alright, but like, so is it gonna work? I mean, yeah, I think I can. I still gotta check with my parents. To everybody in the group, who can hang out on Saturday? Yeah, alright, I can. Alright, so you. Well, besides me, who else can? Wait a second. Is that who I think it is? Oh my god, are you real? Frederick! Oh my god, I can't believe you're back, Frederick! Oh my god! My god, it's been so good.
This man thought he could crush my store with lawsuit after lawsuit, but instead he exposed his own corruption to the entire courtroom. I was 26 when I decided I'd had enough of working a crappy job and wanted to start something of my own. I live in a small Midwestern town with maybe 1,000 people, and when you grow up in a place that small, everyone knows everyone. One weekend, I went into the nearest city, about 30 minutes away, to buy alcohol for a party. At the register, I nearly choked. $15 for a six-pack of local beer. That's when it hit me. There was money to be made here. I started running numbers in my head. My town had visitors all year round because of the nearby national forest. If the city liquor stores were gouging people that badly, what was stopping me from opening a store with fairer prices? A couple weeks later, I sat down with my friend's mom, who also happened to be the president of the local bank. With a good business plan, some research, and maybe a little luck, I walked out with a loan at a fantastic rate. I bought an old building, ironically a former bank, and with my dad's help as a contractor, we got to work. By May, I had the licenses, the suppliers, the shelves stocked, and the doors open. And business was good, really good. I priced everything with about a 35% markup, which was still way below the 80% markup the city stores were charging. The locals loved me. The weekenders loved me. In my very first week, I cleared $4,000 in profit. For once, I was my own boss, and it felt incredible. But good fortune never goes unnoticed. A few weeks later, an older guy strolled into the store. Seemed nice enough, until he offered to buy me out for a sum so low it wouldn't even cover my loan principal. I laughed it off and refused. He left with a warning. You'll be sorry you turned that down. I didn't think much of it, until the lawsuit started. First, a man I'd never even met sued my business for libel, claiming my newspaper ads hurt his reputation. I looked him up. Guess who it was? The same guy who tried to buy me out. Turns out he owned both liquor stores in the nearby city. He was also on city council and, get this, the head of the very board that approved liquor licenses. Small town corruption at its finest. I panicked, but luckily, my uncle's a lawyer in a neighboring state. I called him up for advice, and after a quick review, he said, "We'll take this case pro bono." 3 weeks later, case dismissed. But this guy wasn't done. The very next day, I was served again. Same lawsuit, same claims, only this time he sued me personally instead of the business. Dismissed again. Over the next few months, he dragged me into court 4 more times, trying to bleed me dry. He thought he could bankrupt me with legal fees until I'd have no choice but to fold. What he didn't know was that my uncle handled everything pro bono. The only thing I ever spent was gas money driving to court. By the 5th case, the judge called us all into a settlement meeting. My uncle, the opposing lawyer, a bailiff, the judge, and me. The judge asked if there was any way to end this cycle of nonsense. The guy's lawyer slid an offer across the table. If I sold my business to him for pennies on the dollar, he'd drop everything. I laughed in his face. My counteroffer? You drop this case and I won't sue you for harassment. That's when he exploded. He
This is Tim, and he's the sort of lad who would be right at home in an episode of the Scrap Heap Challenge. He's built a budget railway system to help him and his wife Sandra on their farm on the wet and wild west coast of Ireland. He's also built a couple of trains or locomotives, one powered by a gas cylinder and one that uses a very clever continuous variable transmission, as well as a whole heap of other things around the farm, including an electric pedal car and a rather terrifying momentum wheel used to make charcoal. He also has a YouTube channel with a very vocal community of viewers who love helping overcome the various engineering challenges he faces. And today, he showed me around.
The railway isn't just, a toy. It's a useful, I hope, functional part of the farm, because we don't have a tractor, but we need to move heavy things around. Timber, charcoal, and farmyard manure for the garlic beds. The track, thanks to you and a few other people, is now finished. And theoretically, I can bring all the muck around and put it on the garlic beds out there, which I shall have to do soon.
Why no tractor?
Money. Also, we have horses that would do the job, so we don't need both. But the problem with the horses, don't tell Sandra now, they can be a little heavy-footed and clumsy, and I want something very delicate around the newly planted garlic. We've stopped ploughing because it's too wet, too much erosion. We could, in fact, pull the wagons with a pony or a donkey or a horse, but Sandra's been too busy to train them to do that. So in the meantime, I knocked up the locomotive. I'm hoping that the donkeys really will, do their job and pull the wagons full up of muck, because they are much tidier where they walk. They tend to walk in a very narrow straight line, whereas horses can sort of pull around all over the place, and they can make a big splodgy mess of the place. And with a railways are great because they have such a small amount of friction on the wheels that even heavy weights can be pulled by children or horses or people. This is a compressed air locomotive that I put together out of bits and pieces, and it actually works. And probably not terribly efficiently, but it's kind of fun. And this used to be a root chopper or furze chopper, this wheel. So close. It's working. The problem with this, the only problem is that I don't have a compressor strong enough to fill that tank. But if I did, this thing would go huffily puff up and down the rails. No bother. If I could really fill it up to its capacity, probably only a half an hour, but it would still be, yeah. What I need is a scuba tank filling compressor, but they're a lot of money. Don't have lots of money. Okay, so this is the second locomotive that I've been working on. This is old 1963 engine, just that part of it. I made the wheels and this interesting drive system, which is a constant variable transmission, CVT, where this bit is spun by the engine, and this bit is you can choose where you want that to be, and that gives you your variable speed and direction.
And that's connected with the chain
to the sprocket on the wheel. And then I drew and cut those sprockets, so that's quite exciting because it's a big sprocket to slow it right down.
On the plasma? On
the plasma machine, yep.
So you see that thing?
Slowly. And back the other way. And there is my plasma cutter. You can see what it's capable of doing, cutting sprockets out, amongst other things. You have to be able to draw the picture on the computer and then just tell the computer what to do. And when it works, it's like magic. Absolutely fantastic. Because how long would it take to do that by hand? And I drew and cut those sprockets, so that's quite exciting because it's a big sprocket to slow it right down.
On the plasma?
On the plasma machine, yep.
So you see that thing spinning.
Slowly. And back the other way. After.
And there is my plasma cutter. You can see what it's capable of doing, cutting sprockets out, amongst other things. Amongst other things. Amongst other things.
Oh, why is it?
On the wheel.
On the wheel.
Charles. But my friends do now. Alright.
Wait.
Look at how much shiny looks like. Alright. At least I could get tiny. Where's that piano? Show me where the piano is. Someone show me where the creepy piano is. I need something to do. I need some stuff. I need some food, bro. I can't get food because, you know, I'm so poor, bro. Someone donate the shiny walks to shower time. I need them. I can't buy anything. There's the piano, bro. That's one.
Does it look like we can?
You good? I'm all diddle lolly 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 lolly. No, don't the baby. This is not in the shop in 3, 2, 1. It's off your inventory. You can just. I didn't answer anything. Please. Guys, I got the stick. I got the stick. What? I got the stick. Guys, I got the stick. Stop, I got the stick. Stop, I got the stick. Why is so many people? Give me all your shiny ones. They brought it all back. They brought it back. They brought it back. Guys, I haven't been on in 2 months. I literally haven't been on in 2 months. You want to see mine on your face? Okay, yeah. I may have got on like once now in the past month or 2. I look jerkier than him, don't I? I haven't been. But do I look jerkier? I look jerkier than you. It's tricky. Oh, this stuff kind of fresh. Bam! You will be naughty boys. Let me check this out. Wow, naughty. If you want to see shiny, how much do I have? You're a little high. 2,000. Okay, not enough. I am little Josie gets. No, but. Look at this. They brought back the pumpkins. I swear I had one of these. I'm buying all the instruments. Hey, band. I got the band too. He's part of the band. Let's do it. It's the band. Let's do a band, guys. Oh, man. I'm such a good player, bud. Yeah. Alright, so it's about to die. No! Oh my god, no! But you don't know how let me come. I've glitched the game. I've glitched my hand into the star. You've been a naughty boy. I can bash this in your head. Hey, Blue, band. Wanna be a band? They still do this? Blue, I'm just gonna come back one second. Why is this my dad? One second. This is mine and let's try this on. See, I knew I had it. I'm a pumpkin. I am Pibble. Rub my belly. That's up. Hey, Blue. Did you have a new look? No. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to him. My belly. Guys, who wants to join a code with Ghost in it? Who wants to join a code with Ghost in it? PvP, yes, he's in there. Yeah, he's in there, you wanna come? Yo, I can buy this hat. I can buy this hat. No, I got PvP was in there. Almost get it. Oh, I got them. Yeah! What do you want? Okay, no, can I join you? Sure. You want me to pop up back? You want me to pop up back? Yeah! Join our band! This is time for the solo, guys! It's time for my solo! It's time for my solo, guys! Okay, I'll tell you right now. It's time for my solo! One second, my guitar's not working. Give me the bowler. Yeah, work my guitar real quick. Bowling! You're here! Bro, look at my number. Yeah, mine 999. I have to go like this. Bing! I have a bigger number. No, you don't. I got. Mine's 999. Put on your red. Got you, my guy. That's the end of the song. Okay, I put it on for half a second. No, it isn't. That's only half. That's only a quarter. Come on, let's do the solo together. You get up here, Blue. I'm gonna eat you up. 95 tags. Like queso on a window. No, like queso on a Tinder. Where are you actually going? Wait, come up. Do you have the crystal necklace?
Why? Why not?
Do you have the crystal necklace?
You know Dawn has finger painter.
I know, but do you have the crystal necklace?
Why do you want to know?
Hold on, no, come here. No, I need to see it, because Dawn has the crystal necklace. Yo, guys, what the heck?
Dawn also has finger painter.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you want to see the crystal necklace more than the finger painter?
Come up. They put it on the finger painter. Yeah, that is not Dawn. You like this?
I like what?
You're not Dawn.
No, but what was it that you said?
Then put on the crystal necklace.
Define Dawn. What is it Dawn?
What? Blue, I don't have to have.
What you're seeing right now is the same. You know that's accurate portrait for that, right?
Okay, maybe it is. You know I'm a god.
You're
I've got
basically
stick
saying.
made. I've got
If
stick.
you're,
Right now I really don't care about the finger painter. I really just want to see the crystal necklace. I can report you, man. I've got the stick.
That's cap.
No.
That's impersonating, man. You're impersonating a stick. That's bannable. Yeah, saying you're a stick. That's bannable.
No, it's not in the map.
Reporter.
Oh, come on.
I got you on video.
No,
You find. You find
okay, let me search up. Then let me search up your
Define
thing
Dawn.
right now. Okay.
Define Dawn. What is Dawn? What you're saying
I'm
right now
going
is
to
basically
check out your video.
You're basically saying if a person is named Elliot, he cannot be called that in game because there's a famous person called Elliot.
Player. Steam. You're on Steam. You're on Steam.
Yeah.
Then, hold on.
Let me report this guy.
Put on the crystal necklace.
Report what guy?
I am not D Dawn, bro. I've said that to you.
Steam
Bro.
player.
Then why is your name Dawn?
Steam. Steam.
What you're saying right now, a person is named Elliot, they cannot be called that in game because there's a famous person called that. Dawn is a different word for sunrise. Are you saying that I can't have sunrise as my name because that's a different word for dawn?
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize
That's what I
that.
thought.
Dang.
I'm still, and you're still impersonating. Well, I'm in Portuguese.
Can I impersonate you?
Bye bye.
Can I impersonate you? Swift.
Open.
Yawn. Hey, you're Steam, right? Steam.
Driving in my car.
72 hertz. Okay.
Clash Royale voice impression. Be the lumber.
You're on Steam.
Timber.
Huh?
You're on Steam.
Timber. Bowling. Bowling.
Hi. Can you see this cosmetic? Can you see this cosmetic?
Hold on. Do you have a voice thingy? Thingy. Thingy.
What? This is an MOT. What? This is an MOT, and away we go.
Right.
What you do?
One of a kind.
Well, it's the only one in the world.
Well, of course it is.
What? This is an MOT. What? This is
There is my plasma cutter. You can see what it's capable of doing in many ways. Pretty shitty in other ways, but you know. This is one of the things, when I was growing up, these things would have cost, you know, 100, 200,000, and very few factories had them. And now you can buy it for a handful of thousands, and you can have one in your shed. I've made lots of things with it. Parts for the car and locomotive and the hen barrows and many other things. For small scale fabrication, it transforms my projects, because I now think, well, actually I could make that. And if it doesn't work, I'll change it slightly and cut it again. That is something that I just couldn't have afforded to do. If you were cutting this 6mm steel, how would you do that, you know, with a grinder? That's fine for the outside shapes, but if you're trying to cut something, an internal shape, that's a very tricky thing to do. These get cleaned up and the legs get bent over, and this is one of my trivet designs. So I make lots of those. So how would you make those without one of these machines?
You would be there all day.
You would. Whereas this can be cut out in a minute or something.
What are they? What do they do?
Trivets, you know, when you put something on the table and you don't want to burn the table.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you have a hot thing. Yeah, I sell a few and then I get bored and I want to make something else.
Part of the fun.
Yeah. These are pizza steels. Very simple, but they make superb pizzas and other things. Sandra bakes her loaves of bread on it. I can't produce honey anymore because we can't rely on the summers. Too wet often. So I've had to reluctantly get out of beekeeping and struggling to find an alternative. But because I don't really want to go to work. I did that for a while and it's quite exhausting and a bit depressing, isn't it? You know.
Does what you're doing not count as work?
Oh no, I play every day. I try to play every day. But yeah, no, it's working as much as I have to earn a living.
And that's the garlic, the videos.
Yeah, the garlic, the YouTube. I make pizza steels and other things for people. I make things out of wood and metal. I sell plans for the wooden car. I've stopped selling books because I couldn't afford to reprint them. But I've written a couple of books and they sold very well.
What were the books about?
Bees and beekeeping.
Okay.
That's my only profession, really.
Right.
But I do other things because it's also interesting. Everywhere I look, there's something interesting. It's my little car. This is the Mott, which I use often. 2 or 3 times a week, I just go to local town pantry in it.
You made these?
Yeah, this one, a red one and a green one. There were others, but they were prototypes. This one is actually, you know, fully functional. It has 8 gears, lights, horn, and carrying capacity. A little bit grubby down there, but I don't mind. A little bit at the back in there as well.
What, a pedal-assisted electric?
Yes, it's a bicycle technically, with hydraulic brakes, capacity to go, I don't know, 30 miles or something on a single charge. Depends how much help you need.
And you sell plans for that, do you?
I do, sell plans. Do you want to take it outside?
Sure.
Yes, it is, isn't it? It is quite cool. I always wanted one of these sort of things since I was a small child, and now I have one. So I like shapes, I like designing things, but I'm not very good at marketing, and I get bored easily and distracted easily. Well, no, sorry, I don't get bored. I get distracted by the next thing, that whatever I've done leads on to something else. I don't give enough time to marketing and sales. So I spend a long time making things, and then I get so far and I make about 6 of them and sell them, and then I'm on to something else then. So
I feel like that's the maker's curse.
Isn't it?
You want to make, you don't want to market.
Yes, exactly.
You don't want to do the businessy, boring, bloody social media and whatever else.
I'm really not very good at that stuff, and I wish somebody would come along.
Your videos.
The videos, I have to keep going. Well, I do enjoy the videos, and I learn a lot from the comments. Luckily, I have lots of people who comment all the time. Hundreds of people comment on every video, and some of it's absolute nonsense. But every so often, there's quite a bit of knowledge comes in from people who really know what they're doing. And that's very, very helpful. And I'm stuck here. No, I'm not stuck. I am privileged to live here in West Cork, which is basically the middle of nowhere. I have experts all around the world giving me free advice. I think it's partly because the things that I'm trying to make are within the grasp of everybody.
There's like
It is like 33 degrees right now. It is like 33 degrees right now.